Well, we still have a lot of messages for Xu Dawen, Dr. Xu Dawen, and she says in a message that this is a wonderful and humorous doctor, right? And Dr. Xu is really, really humorous, and we really love him, right? Okay, and more than 10 years ago, he had my operation, and now I learned that I met up with a wonderful doctor, right? Okay, and for next speaker, and he is more humorous than this, right? Okay. And here, one more message is coming in, all right? And we have a great doctor, right? It's great to know you here, okay? And Suji in the USA said, okay, this is kind of relaxing thing for Dr. Xu to just save lives, through through his profession, right? It's great that we have you here and online, and we are more than happy. So we can have one more like a speaker, and let's go. And he is going to present us a wonderful topic, which is shocking. Ghosts are dead, and the people are undead, right? And I feel this is kind of funny, right? I think today the presentation is going to be very, very funny and interesting. And who designed the poster here? Then we have a lot of volunteers are doing such great thing, designing wonderful newspaper. We have a team members here, right? And we have a Jiyu, and he really supports us very much, and he is here like every year. So after the pandemic, and Jiyu, would you please come over to Kaohsiung in 2025? And he says yes, right? Okay, so give him the big hand because he says good, right? And because he says good, and he is going to meet us because of the great affinity. And where is Jiyu? And actually, he is in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, right? Okay, then we know him very well, and he is everywhere in the world, and he is our also deputy CEO of a charity mission.
It's 30 years. It's 30 years old. We are very happy to see each other. And before the hospital is built, I already came to the hospital. Now the hospital is completely built. I'm so happy to come to the hospital. Just look back to the Chiji rain and the dew, just moisturizing the Malaysia and benefits this country. We are very happy in the Malaysia. There are many Chiji locations, and we just need to do Chiji in person, and we can grow up from there, and we also can benefit from doing Chiji. Now the time flies fast. It's already we need to in the Ciji Road. We need to seize the opportunity to do the good deeds, and we need to just help the poor people. There are senior Ciji volunteers witness this kind of disasters. in the world. Ghosts are the dead. Human people are not dead. So I like to be with you because you have the positive energy. Now welcome to the brother Jiyu. Ghost is the people die, and people are the ghosts are not died yet. Brother Liu is very nice people, and brother Liu knows there's a Da'ai TV. He just went to the Da'ai TV to give a talk. He is the Tzu humanity lectures. He speaks. He do the lectures in the whole world, in different college, in different schools. Today is May 1st, is the Labor Day of Taiwan. In Malaysia, Labor Day is the national day. There are many Tzu branches. Hold the praying activities. And praying activities started at 7 o'clock. There are many. Half of the participants are Tzu volunteers, and half of the people are just people coming to pray. There are many people from the locals volunteers, and we just communicate each other very well, so we can have this very successful the praying activities. I came to Malaysia April 24th. I just came here for the open of Tzu branch in Malaysia. There are many landscape Tzu volunteers came to help to build this the Tzu Hall. There are many local Tzu volunteers do the sharing every night with people in the Malaysia. This is my third section of these praying activities. When I was in Malaysia, the local Tzu volunteers, they participate in these local activities. They are very high energetic. They are very warm-hearted to attend Tzu activities. This is the reason it's very successful in Malaysia. We can have very successful Tzu good volunteers to come to join Tzu. Okay, this is the prelude. Today's online study group, I'm going to share the ghost is the dead, and the people are the ghosts who are not yet die yet. Buddha says, "Oh, people say whatever is just lie, not because life is impermanent, and the human heart is also impermanent. So, if people just driven by this kind of like people have the double mind and wandering and like new, hate old, this mindset is so humans oath is just nonsense. Lovers be the oath between the lovers is just nonsense in the perspective of the Buddha. This nonsense is just saying, just like a lying oath. And the lie, what's the difference between the lie and the oath? The lie is someone listening, take it very serious. Oath is the person speaks, take it very serious. No matter is lie or oath, they are all nonsense. So the bad words just said by the living people. The ghost cannot speak. Only living people just speak the ghost stories. So we don't need to afraid of the ghost. There's nothing to be afraid of ghost. If we know the reason, we just don't need to be afraid of the ghost. People people are just living ghosts, even more like there are many living ghosts like drunkard, like a liar, like hungry, any kind of living ghost. Some wife call their husband just dead ghost. So they are all living ghosts. We don't need to afraid of living ghosts. The ghost, we don't need to be afraid of them because they are because the ghost cannot do something bad. Only living ghost people can do something bad in the world. If some family pass away, I'm not afraid of my we the 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 family pass away, family member pass away. We just say praying happiness to the family member who passed away. The the devil and the ghosts. There are different definitions between the devil and the ghost. The evil is supernatural entities like temptation, obsession. The ghost is just the human soul died. Evil is more fierce for than the ghost. Ghost is just the human soul who died. The difference between the evil and the ghost. Now we can understand the difference very well. Some people just put the mails, put something on the door being to avoid the ghost. Try to this is a kind of protection to just avoid the evil, the ghost to come to the house. But the right thing to avoid the ghost is we need to be righteous. If your heart is the right, you are not a righteous person. If even you put something on the door beam, the you cannot avoid the evil. If you are very righteous, you don't have to afraid of the evil because the evil, the ghost, cannot come into your house. So the most important things is we need to be righteous. We need to be a good person. So the ghost even cannot come to your house because you have very strong positive energy. So the evil, the ghost, can only come to the house when you're uh, weak luck, the weak energy. So as long as we are have very strong energy, we are righteous. We don't need to be afraid of ghosts. So some wandering ghost in the world. What's the reason they are still wandering in the world? Because there are some obsession or other reasons. So this ghost still wandering in the world. The ghost cannot be seen, cannot be touched, intangible, and they are borderless and they very move very quickly. This ghost evil, where do they come from? We have heard something. This ghost, they just die in injustice by the age of 9. They die just on justice hatred. So the ghost wants to find opportunity to revenge. So they want to the ghost want to find opportunity to revenge. So in the 2022, there are 2,081 souls in 1 second. And there are 200 million sold they sold in a day. There are billions of the dead soul in a year. This kind of number is not included the aquarius creature. If we include all the ocean creature, the data even more larger. If we recite the sutras, can we just avoid the evil by reciting sutra? Some people say yes, some people say no, but reciting the Diamond Sutra can avoid the ghost. It's not determined by reciting the sutra. It's determined by the reciter's attitude to avoid the evil, the ghost. So the human mind is very important. We need to be righteous. So we recite sutra. Just probably can work out to avoid the evil. If you don't do anything, you just say something from your mouth. It doesn't help people. You need to do something right to make yourself righteous, and you don't need to afraid of the ghosts. So if you are righteous, you don't need to wear any protected something to prevent the ghost. Now the Buddha, the sutra is something from the sutra. So it's nonsense to recite back to the Buddha. We need to recite the sutra to ourselves, not recite back to Buddha. We need to respect the dead people. The reciting sutra is worse than help people. So we just need to put in practice just helping people in the world, not just reciting the sutra. We need to do something ourselves. Just this is the thing Buddha very happy with. We need to do something right in the world. So It's not just put something on the door or wearing protective to avoid the ghost to prevent the evil. If you do something bad in the world, it it's against the natural law. So even the admire monks and the Buddha, they just need to follow the natural cause and the effect. If you are right people, if you use the evil method, it's still the right method. If you are bad people, use the right method, still evil. So we need to be very righteous in our mind. Now talking about the ghost, what what's the ghost? There are different kind of sayings. When people die, the soul is the ghost. Just people just just live in the underworld in different form. The people have the lifespan. How about the ghost? Ghost, do they have the lifespan? Yes, they do. They still have the lifespan in the underworld. When ghosts in the underworld, they can have opportunity to reincarnated back to the human world. This is kind of um, saying the sixth path. If the ghost cannot be reincarnated back to the human world, and the underworld is overrun with so many ghosts, don't worry about that. The because the life has the ghosts still have their lifespan. So when ghosts died, what do they become? If the ghosts die, they become Ji. This G is the graduate on the top and the year on the bottom. And when the ghost, the G dies, then he becomes the C. When the C dies, he becomes E. So there it's E becomes E. What are the C and the E? And based on the Tao view, if you cannot see is C when she died, they just lost the voice. When when she dies, they just lost the shape. So when people die 4 times, from human to ghost, ghost to G, G to C, C to E. After four, people die 4 times. People just decomposed back to nature. So people just finally need to go back to the nature.
Okay. In the Buddha's scriptures, they used to say the Buddhas they was born from his mother's armpits, and they also in the during the past life, and they also feed their body to the very hungry tiger, and they also allow himself to fall from the high to the ground. So this kind of story actually is then difficult to understand, and we also difficult to verify because this kind of story is a long time ago. So if we stick these literal meanings, we may and will find ourselves trapped in a mess. So um, think about like if the Buddha scriptures are open to interpreters, uh, let's we need to keep the holding the attitudes. We cannot accept everything, and we talk about for the Chinese people. We talk about the Yan Wo Wang. He is the king of the underworld, and he's arranged the ghost. And actually, he's not from the Yan Bo Wang is not from the China. He's from the India, and they also eventually they just import from India. And when Yan Wo Wang entered to the China, and he got very good reputation in the temple. Have a lot of statues or portraits in the Buddha's temples. So and even though in the doubt, they also he is very high reversed. So in the Yanluo Wang is organized the underworlds, and the king is organized the human beings. So uh, in these days, we talk about after people pass away, you might be don't have any feeling, and is really truth. You just um, vanish, and you don't have any feeling, and but and in the Buddhist, they say after people die, you might be a person will transform into we call Zhong Shen, and your body will become a kind of heavy because inside have some kinds of pressures, and your ghost, your soul will just leave your body. And then when you die, they say they have two embassies from the underworlds, and they snare your souls to in front of Yan Luo Wang, and the Yan Luo Wang and the Sun Judgment will examine the deeps or the deceit in the mortal rounds. It determines in uh, the facts beyond their actions. So, if people you want to know what you do, what your past life, and actually you will show on your this life. So, for example, if some people's uh, not they are very easy to angry, and they might be come from stem from the ashura rounds, and if some people they are easy to angry or stare someone, they might be reborn from the animal like the dog. So like a dog see the stranger, they will try to attack you. So it's like if you are long time in these animal rounds, uh, you they will show on your appearance. So the principle is no. If you want to understand the cause of a past life and look now experience these lives. So and if when you are cultivation and if they stop you, we call them is the demons. So external demon is not scared, but inside internal demon is so more scared. So when the Buddhas attain the enlightenment under the Buddha tree. And at the time, also have a lot of demon around him. So, for example, sometimes if we have a training program, they also have a demon around you, and we call sleeping demon because they let us feel lightly and cannot concentrate. So, they it's our enemy for our like cultivation. So, and I still got 3 minutes. Okay, we thank you, our Deputy CEO, Brother Jiyu, and I gave him some feedback, and the goals is long terms. If you use the human eyes to see through the thing, you are the people. If you use the ghost eyes to see everything, actually everything is like the ghosts or demons. So it's a wonderful speech. It looks like we unite with a ghost. So the important thing is our mind. We have to keep our mind east. And we really thank you, our brother Jiyu. Every time his presentation is very wide and broad. And we are thank you, give him a big hand. And we hope next year and we can see you again. And now we're back to at the things. Today, our guide reader is our sub host last week's